Hello, people. So, God, I feel a bit funny. So I'm doing embodied speaker training at the moment with a guy called Miroslav, who I will tag in this video. And last week we were supposed to do another live, and I just really didn't feel like it. I was feeling very angry, frustrated. I was feeling, I think depression's a bit of a strong word because I know it was nothing compared to how I used to feel, but it was these thoughts of like, what's the point of anything? I can't even face tomorrow. I can't keep going with life if it keeps throwing me into the dirt. So I didn't do the video, and now I'm kind of thought, okay, well, let me share what I got from the experience, because it was almost like a flashback into how I used to feel for so many years. And I really learned a lot. I was able to take a step back and witness myself feeling sorry for myself, feeling depressed and angry, and just was able to be with the sensations. Because it's like children. If you had loads of children, not for everyone, but say you were Mother Earth with all your children, I wouldn't just want to love the good, happy ones. I would want to love the unruly, angry ones too. And with thoughts and words, it's like they circle in your head until you give them a voice. Until you let them out, they're gonna ruminate. Have you ever had like someone pissed you off, and then in my head I have these, oh, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna tell them all these things, and then I go to tell them, and then suddenly it's like, oh, I don't actually feel so bad anymore. I just needed to voice it. They just needed to be heard. Like all of us, we just want to be seen and appreciated and noticed. And I find it very easy to suppress my emotions, but to be with them and just feel how it feels in the body, to be able to, it's almost like pretending. It's like, oh, I feel so lonely and alone, but I know that I'm definitely not alone. I live in a bountiful universe and I'm surrounded by people and beings. But just for a moment in this polar universe, in this polar world, let me just pretend that I'm alone. Let me just see how it feels to feel completely abandoned or rejected or all these things, and just be with the emotion and just see it, because it's just like we just come into these human bodies, and it's almost like we just want to experience all sides of things. So by releasing and screaming and shouting and writing poetry or whatever it is, you can even ask the emotion how it wants to be expressed right now. And when I do that, they go so much faster, because actually it's really fucking boring pretending to be, well, not pretending, I don't want to take any like mental health things lightly, but it is just like when I can just be with the anger, and then by the next day, if I just let go of the story, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to feel that anymore. It was nice, it was experiential, but now I can go on to the next thing. And by just like being with them fully and just like throwing yourself in and watching the movie of Georgie, as I have been doing my whole life, then it's just, then they move and it keeps the flow going rather than stagnating in these emotions, which can happen very easily. So I guess if you're feeling stuck or you're feeling feelings that your conscious mind is telling you you don't want to feel, what happens if you just sit with them, if you just be with them and feel it, and create and move and let them out and give them the center stage just for a little bit, and then see what happens. And I too am working out this process of of emotional roller coasters. So if you have any feedback, comments, I would love to hear your take on these things. So thank you for listening and for being here to witness me in my fear yet deep desire to be seen and heard and witnessed in my expression. So thank you, I love you, good night.